Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here we go.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run it with Carson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Winston. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Winston. That's to Thomas, who makes a nice catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check 52.
This is Carson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here's Wilson. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. On the return, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Play fake. Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect?
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now this one complete on the slant route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the shotgun, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here. 36.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Dancing to his left. And Winston lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
Now it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal of 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Short kick. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will score. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. On 1st down, Carson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. This complete to Lockett. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Oh, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Harris. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run again with Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Second down at 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. There he goes inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This time Wilson will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Winston to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
A CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Seahawks 35, Saints 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Winston. Looking long for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's third down. On play action, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.